welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Welcome back to Car Wax, our podcast music review, where our second half will be focused on Sy Ari Da Kid, who had 2 releases this year after the Heartbreak, as well as Better Safe Than Sy Ari. So, we're leaning into Sy Ari Da Kid. So, I'm going to tell you how I approached him. When you let me hear Sy Ari Da Kid, Better Safe Than Sy Ari.
Right.
That I highly enjoyed. Fucking highly enjoyed that. Lyrically, the features on there, the music on there. I just couldn't wait to start talking about that. Then he released After the Heartbreak. And that goes with a whole series of heartbreak albums that I didn't realize he did. And then I said, let me hear some of his other rap, which was totally, in my opinion, totally different than Better Safe Than Sy Ari. So I have a whole different feel about this guy, but I really want to know your thoughts.
Okay, so Sy Ari is like a battle rapper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He originally came out like a New York rapper, so to speak.
Yep.
You know, so that's probably the box you could put him in originally. You know, as time goes on, you see the game change and you see where your fans are. You know, so for the so again, I listened to the Better Safe Than Sorry, and I guess I could say the same thing. You know, it was impressive because it was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this from you. You know, you put some content in it, and it was a lot more structured than your old stuff.
Yep.
You know, so I was like, okay, that's what's up. You know, and then he did After the Breakup, and I put the tape in, and I was like, and I heard the intro, and I was like, uh-oh, is this where we're going?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is this where we're going? So he started doing this little harmonizing thing, and I was just like, okay, all right. And then Caption This came on, and I was like, all right, that's straight, you know. And then I kind of vibed the whole thing out. You know, I took appreciation to the skits. I love the skits. Like, oh man, the heartfelt, how the women really. The theme of the album was perfect. Rising or singing, whatever you want to call it. You know, I embodied the whole thing. You know, so after I heard it and it was R&B, I said, okay, this ain't rap. I'm not even focused on him rapping. I'm not even gonna pretend like rap is gonna come out of this. He gave me these women telling them their feelings, their feelings, and he finna sing about it. You know what I'm saying? The best way possible, just to let these females know, look, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to rap it to you. I'm gonna sing it to you. You know, so again, I embodied the whole theme, and it flowed very nice. It flowed very nice, and I was surprised, but it wasn't a bad project for me. You know, I definitely wrote it. I wrote it the first 2 times, and I was like, okay, he's not really singing, so I'm not gonna flag him for that. You know,
okay.
Because he's really pulling a Drake, the Tory Lanez.
Yep.
You know, he's pulling the new R&B rap. You know, that you know, unfortunately Chris Brown has to do it. These R&B people have to kind of start rapping now, and now it's turning into a rapping B-ish thing. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of played into it, you know. And I'm not mad at him, because if I was mad at him, then I'd be mad at every rapper. I'd be mad at T-Pain for, you know,
right,
making that a trend. You know what I'm saying? So, again, overall, what I heard from it, he didn't put any rap in it.
Mm-mm.
You know, he kind of did some spoken word poem type, you know, thing. But for the theme of the album, I thought it was good.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't. I actually could still pop it in and listen to it.
Okay. All right. So I heard it and I was like, damn, he's trying this bullshit like everyone else. All right. I can let that pass. Then I found out he had Before the Heartbreak, 2016. Same shit. He was doing it then. Then he had The Heartbreak Kid, 2015. Doing the same shit. 2017, 2 Weeks No Diss. That was a rapping album. And Too Soon. So 3 different styles I just heard from this guy. Mm-hmm. Now, is he really good with this sing-along? Nah, not really. I will not put that bitch back in. There's too many other rappers that do a much better job than him. Does he get a check for that? I'm going to give him a check for that because he kept doing it. He has 3 albums like that. So,
right. And
not just a mix, I'm going to sing some and then, no, he has a complete fucking albums just like that. Then he had a different, you know, kind of sound more, kind of little hard, kind of trap type music with the 2 Week Diss album and all of that. And I was kind of like, okay, I see that. But he just blew me away with the Better Safe than Sorry. And I was like, you know what you got to do with this guy? This guy is impressive because he can roll with any different kind of style. And he does really well at it on all 3. Is he great? No. I think he should stick with the Better Safe than the others, but he doesn't have to. I mean, just because I like it doesn't mean that's the way he should go. Right. Because I really like the way he even laid with the features and how he kind of told that. I just love that album totally. The Recent Calls, I fucking love that one. When they calling him and then he talking to his boy and then the chick come on and he's fucking rhyming to her. The Sy the Prince one was Free Fall was fucking amazing. The Jid with Earth Gang, they just blew it up. There was just so much good shit on this album. Then to turn around and hear this fucking Heartbreak shit, I was like, I can't wait to hear this. Then I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, what the fuck? But then I had to go back and say, is this a new shit he trying just to see what he... No, he's been doing this shit.
Right.
And it's nothing new. So I got to give this guy credit to say, I'm doing shit. And when I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it. Right.
I'm just going to do it. And guess what? People buy it or they don't buy it.
Right. You got to be prepared. Now that you know who Sy Ari is, you got to kind of watch what the titles are now.
Yep.
Hold up now. Is this really what I want to listen to?
Or is it the other one?
Is this a trap? Is this a trap?
Is he getting me?
You know,
is he going to grab me with this bitch?
Right.
But I turned around and really started appreciating that this guy says I can rap differently, depends on what I want to do. And there's not a lot of people who do that. And he did complete albums that way. And you know, the recent people we've been seeing is I'm going to try a couple of cuts this way, and then I'm going to go back to who I am. Then I'm going to try a cut this way, then I'm going to go back. He was like, man, I'm going to do a whole fucking album.
The whole vibe of this.
Yep.
And if you don't like it, well, we'll try again next time.
Wait on the next one. And so that's why I'm impressed with him. Don't like the Heartbreak shit. I'm not a big fan on that because there's too many other people that does it better. When it comes to that, there's people who do it better. So I'd rather go with that. I can go with the regular rap and this specialty one that he just did. I'm hoping he makes a bigger style album next like that, as opposed to going back to the kind of trap, kind of hard shit from that. But even though, you know, the Better Safe was hard too. There's just so many good tracks in that bitch that I just love. But I'm good. The guy is impressive. He's very, very impressive. And I'm seeing he's showing up in features too. So it's for him to get exposure, just like him exposing Jid back to the group again. That was great, because now we can't wait on him because he came in there with his boys with Earth Gang and they showed out on there. So hey, we may see him on one of their releases. You never know.
Right.
But so I'm kind of, and I don't know if it's fair or not, but I'm kind of lumping that together to say who this guy is because he has 2 releases in 1 year, and I realize what he raps about from last year. So I'm giving him a plus from the previous year because of that style, but I'm kind of rating it based on the last 2 together. And very impressive. I'm having him like an 8.5, and the reason why.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
I didn't. And the reason why I'm rating him high is because he's very impressive. He at least got me to say I didn't like that album, but I'm waiting for the next one.
Right.
Because I don't know what I'm gonna get. Now, if the other albums were similar to that, I'm like, man, I'm done with this dude. He had a couple of good cuts. But I fucking can't fuck with him like that. I just don't fuck with him. But I know I will because I know he can.
Right. He's gonna bring something else, and he does it like every 3 years. It looks like, man. I'm looking at his collection or whatnot, and he did like 5 in 2012.
Damn.
Then he turned around and did 2 in 2013, and then he skipped a year. He only did 1, and in 2015 he did 3. Mm-hmm. And then he only did 1, and then he did 2. So he's coming up on another 3-4 mixtape year. So he's definitely going to drop another one. I think that's why he dropped so early too, because he wants to make sure that he can drop something else before the end of the year, or at least 1.
Yeah.
So and then for me personally, man, I bought into the theme. I bought into this heartbreak shit. You know what I'm saying? So I liked it, man. I didn't go back and check out his old stuff, but I did notice that this was a heartbreak, part of the heartbreak
series.
Series. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I wasn't too mad, you know what I'm saying? Because he still had some lyrics in there. Like
he did.
He was really giving it to the ladies, bruh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I kind of appreciated. Because he was kind of like, look, shawty, we can't work out. I'm trying to do this, but it ain't, And then he had a little skits coming in, and then he just like, look, we can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he was singing to you. He was kind of just trying to let you know, look, man, I like this. This is my life.
Right.
So cool,
But he's not a Tory Lanez. And when I heard the Tory Lanez, I was like, God damn it. Dude. Your production was so... His production stayed the same throughout, too. So I think that his lyrical content you can get with, but the production just was so...
Well, if you gave Sy Ari Tory Lanez production, he'd be rapping on it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, but you need better production. If you're gonna sing, come on, man, you got to change it up. You can't keep it monotonous all the way through this bitch. And it exactly. Sounded almost like it. Where we was just talking about Tech Nine, that the sound went so fluid all the way through, and you was okay with it. Mm-hmm. I was not okay with this. I was not, production wise. If he would have changed some production, had some upbeat from here, had some acoustic, some shit on one, I would have said, okay, I see where you're going. And you know what? I'm listening to you too now. I didn't even want to hear him no more because it was like, Jesus, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
So, and I've heard better. That's the worst part. When you hear better, then you're kind of like, man, I just don't want to hear this.
Giving it an 8.7.
8.7.
Yeah, I think it was definitely good, but it wasn't an A. It wasn't a 9 at all. So to your point.
But hold on. So I based it off the 2. Are you basing it off the 1?
What do you mean?
My 8.5 was based off his skill set, and his last previous mixtape that made me know that he's much more impressive than that.
Oh no, I didn't judge it off of his. I didn't because it was completely different. I couldn't judge it off of his past one. You know what I'm saying? That I just bought in. I bought into the theme. I bought into I bought into the show. You know, he sold me on it. You know what I'm saying? He sold me when the women started crying.
Right.
Like I was just like, oh, he's finna kill him. He's finna kill him on this one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I that's why I enjoyed it.
Okay. So if I would have left it alone, nah, bro, this is like a 6-7.
Right.
Because I can't cut it back on. I can't. There's just too much on it that I just wasn't impressed with. I really, really wasn't impressed with, and I can't roll with that. But I can roll with him though, and I gotta give him the respect for that. Because if I can't, he's just so impressive.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say, did I base it off of his talent? Yeah, because he's able to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, will I pop? Man, if I had to pop Tory Lanez or this in, man, for a whole vibe, I would pop this in. You know what I'm saying? Because it gave me something to hold on to, more or less.
But couldn't you find something better? That's what I'm saying.
Right now in 2018,
not necessarily, but I'm saying, could you find something better? Because that's just bad for me.
Again, man, I can. Again, I'm speaking on the artist, so I can't really speak on if there's someone better than this artist. There's a lot of music better than this particular artist. You know, whether it's lyrical, Rhapsody is better than him. Period.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? There's no question about that. You know, but I can't base Rhapsody off of Sy Ari. You know what I'm saying?
So Jid sings better than his ass with his production.
But I can't. Man, but that's what I'm saying, man. I'm only basing it off of Sy Ari. I'm only basing it off of the projects and how he does things. You know what I'm saying? So if you can base his 3 projects that was Heartbreak off of this one, did it improve?
Yes.
Good. That's a thumbs up then.
Yeah, that's why I said he gets a thumbs up. His rapping ability with his previous ones has improved too.
Right.
Because I'm kind of like, damn, dude, I'm feeling you. But he threw me off with the Heartbreak. But I had to realize he does this. This is just like his side hustle shit. Oh, I got to do something for the women. So this is what I'm rolling with. And then I'm going to go back to who I am and what I do.
But if we're definitely going to love the new Vic Mensa album.
Really?
I just say it like that. Okay, I'm not going to say love. I do apologize for saying that.
Right.
I will say we're definitely going, it should be better than the last one.
Yes.
You know, so with that, you have to kind of give it some credit. You know what I'm saying? And then with him actually having the ability to say, okay, I'm going to throw one out. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a few people that like this. If he is that confident to say, okay, after I drop this, better safe than Sy Ari, I'm going to drop this R&B shit, and it's going to flame everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he has he has a following. This is his 3rd one of the series. He's not going to keep doing it if people don't like it.
Ain't messing with it, right?
I totally respect that. I'm just not into that shit because there's so many good other people better than that. That's all I'm saying. And to your point, I can roll with it because it's got a good vibe to it. And if you slow down and listen, you'll be impressed by how he did it. And I probably would, but you turned me on to Tory Lanez.
You didn't put
so
that
I was
time
like,
into
fuck
it.
that,
Right.
you know.
Right. Okay.
But like you said, the Vic Mensa, people will really be surprised with the Extension. And we'll be doing that one coming up next. Because I really was waiting to see what he would do next. I really was, especially coming after what's his name, son? Will Smith's son.
Jaden.
After that album, I was like, dude, I need to hear something from you. But anyway, that's coming up. But yeah, I'm giving him the 8.5. I'm not gonna pull back because of this album, because I enjoy him as an artist, and I'm gonna give him the credit for that. And if I don't, that means I'm really not listening to him. I'm just going with what I like, and that's not fair. And because I can do it album by album, and this will be, like I said, a low 6. And then I'll turn around and say the whatchamacallit is a 9, straight up 9 for me. Because even though it was 9 cuts, that mixtape was fucking awesome.
Right.
But you know what? As an artist, I'm gonna give you the respect, bro. And for those who love that type, you got a good album. But if you don't, wait for the next one, and you should be straight. But yeah, man. Good 2 setups though. Thanks for the education of Tech 9 too. But I went back and just listened straight up music and was seeing what he was doing and his independent label and what he was doing overall. And I was kind of like, wow, this is a guy to be respected. And now I got a source to say, no, you're not listening to nothing new. You're just listening to something that someone said I'm gonna try. But this guy's been doing for years.
Yeah.
Years. So, really impressive, though. All right. Any last words, bro?
Yeah. If y'all get some time, definitely check out some Flame. The YFN Lucci, Ray from Summer Hill is lit. I'm talking about super lit. I actually enjoyed it, but if you check out my IG page, it'll let you know you have to like YFN Lucci. You have to know where YFN Lucci came from. If you're not gonna kind of catch the vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then the main man, Fanta, Trigolo. His alias name is Trigolo. No News is Good News. That's actually a Flame album also. Really brings me back to like some Jay Dilla shit, man. Like that is like super Flame. He used to be with Lil Brothers, and he was with another group too. I can't remember off the top of my head, but if you got an opportunity, check out Little Brothers. But check out the new one, Phonte. That's his name, Fanta. No News is Good News. Yeah. And make sure y'all check me out on IG, Bougie Brother Sean, and I'm out.
Excellent. Bougie Black Bro on IG and Twitter. And hit the car wax on every podcast available. Download. Leave your comments. Appreciate the love that's on Spotify as well. Keep hitting us on Spotify. That's a nice little set off right there. We're gonna try to keep the music going for you. Outside of that, it is Car Wax, and we see you next week. And we're out. Peace.